Namo Tassa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa. Namo Tassa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa. Namo Tassa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa.
So Sarah,
Yes.
before you start the class, may I ask? So someone told me what we are learning now in this part is the most difficult part in the Dhammasaṅgaṇī. Right?
I think because you see it is it is truth in the sense of what? Because it is talking about the attainment of a mega. Lokuttara Jeta, right? Lokuttara Jeta is maybe for us as an ordinary people, what very out of reach, out of reach. So through the experience we cannot get it. So, but through the knowledge transmitted from the scholars and practitioners over there from the many generations, so we come to that point. So that's why we may, in this sense, we may say it is the most difficult part in the Athasalini, because it is related to the Lokuttara Citta, and also very on the subtle level of the mentalities, because as you see, from the worldly conditions going to the noble supramundane condition, so the mental states at that moment is very hard to know, even very hard to guess. So that's why people may regard it as a very difficult part. And you see, as you see, which one, mega is it the same with jhana or not? Mega is it the same with which one? Or maybe we can say mega, federal the mega will be the same with the Bharaka jhana or Samasita jhana or Ajasaya or with the Vipassana or Sankarupaka jhana. These are also very difficult to, how to say, make a judgment, make a decision. And also the basic question is that why Mega Jita become a 5, right? Because we have a Sodapati Mega Jita, there are first jhana, second jhana, third jhana, fourth jhana, fifth jhana, like that. We can have it. But how? Because Mega Jita arises only one time. Why? How it can be 5? So for the one body person, Sodapati Mega Jita arises only one time in life. In the samsara, maybe we can simply say. So that Jeta, why it became a 5? It can be divided into 5. First jhana, second jhana, third jhana, fourth jhana, fifth jhana, like that. So that's why people they regard it as a difficult part. But because so far this part is the more how to be difficult part now. So far it is the most difficult part. But later on, we don't know yet which one. Maybe there may be some other points which is more complicated.
Okay, thank you, Sarah.
So then what they say, the more difficult part, right? And then
yes, it's because different opinions. You see what we learn, right? This Tira, what they said, that Tira, what they said, it's different with other commentaries.
Mm. And also, yeah. And also, do you see the regarding on the maybe coming pages 25, 275? Also, there are something new for you because mostly we have a common knowledge that before the mega there is a Parikama Upajara Nuloma Kudra like that. So Kamajara Javanas appear like that. But in that pages, commentator explain that only Anuloma, only for Anuloma, right? He introduced a new way. That also complicated one. So they connected to the sort of a mega also mega attainment. And also even in the mega witi, we may say that Manodara Vajana, Vangajalana, Vangubajeda, and so on. And then what Manodara Vajana, and then Parigama Ubajara Nuloma Kudarapu, like that. And then mega pala pala. So that is the in the Abhidhamma Piṭaka and many texts related to the thought process they mentioned. But here, not like this, only anuloma like that. Instead of giving different names, they just give a commentator just give the name of anuloma. Because, but it is not a problem, I think. Even though they are noted in the different names, but they are referring to the same consciousness, right? Either ma jnana samyuddha ma kusala citta or yeah. So they can be one name or different name, it doesn't matter. But here, as a extra knowledge, we can get in the coming pages about the thought process also. So it will be something like what? So when I visited China, so in the China there is a one big, very huge monastery in the Fujian province. I don't remember the name exactly. Then at the mountain, the monastery has maybe around 500 monks and novices are there. And also that monastery is famous for the practice of the Vinaya. Vinaya practice is very strict. Also, at that monastery, I found that the Sima at the top of the mountain, there is a Sima hall, consecration hall is there, separate consecration hall also there. So when I arrived there, and one of the maybe a PSO or whatever, person attendant of the abbot, so he picked me up and then we get a discussion. So he is very curious about the Theravada idea or the Buddha idea, Buddha and Bodhisattva. So in the Mahayana tradition, and he said, Bodhisattva is an arahant. Okay, Bodhisattva should be arahant. Only Bodhisattva, only when he become after attainment of the arahanthood, he can fulfill perfections to become a Buddha. So like that, he has an idea. And then he has, what about the Theravada tradition? In the Theravada tradition, arahant cannot be become a bodhisattva anymore, because as an arahant, hina jadi usidam brahmacharya. So the path is already finished. Path has been, there will be no more path again. Usidam brahmacharya, and also there is nothing to be practiced. Kadangraniyan, has been done, that what should be done. So that's why, and also there are many evidences in the Theravada text that there is no more life for the other hand. So that's why, and then discussion, we discuss, continue to discuss, and then discussion become getting heated because I also try to explain this way or that way, then he cannot accept. That's why he got a red face and also, and also getting very heated. And finally, I had to say, Andy, so let me ask you, have you attained arhathood already? I asked. Then he said, no, not yet. And then I also said, I also have to admit that I'm not the arhat, not even Sotapanna, no Vibhasin, just a worldly path. So then I suggested, let us discuss about this only when we become arhat. Only after the attainment of arhat, it would be better for us to discuss again this case. Then finally he laughed. He laughed with, okay, then we agreed. So like that, this case also, if we, this is very good to study, but commentaries, and then through the commentaries we can know, and also we can get some thought-provoking ideas, ideas and thought about our practice, about the way, about the how a meditator leads himself to the attainment of a Magga and so on, and also how complicated the mental condition is it, even very near the attainment of a Magga Citta, and so very worthy to study the this commentary, and there, because these ideas are these different views handed down from generation to generation, not from the ordinary discussions, but from the discussion of the practitioners, and also from the very learned Tipitaka Theras. So if we have to think ourselves, then we may not be able to think like that. But so that's why it is still worthy, very worthy to study, to have some knowledge, and also to get more ideas, or something like last time Mr. Ryan showed me what our late Radha Sayadaw Sayadaw in his book, I also have read. So his the context in which he is talking is about this point, the point in the commentary. But the word that if there is no special wish to attain Magga, attainment of the, but he want to get a Magga, but there is no extra wish. Maybe my Magga would be first jhana Magga or second jhana or fifth jhana Magga. He don't have such a wish. Then he emerged from the jhana, and then he contemplate on the another jhana. Then Sayadaw said that in that case, higher jhana should be taken into account for the similarity of the Magga. Okay. It means Magga will be the same with the higher jhana. Okay. If second jhana is reflected then the mega will be contemplated, and then mega will be the same patterns with the second jhana and so on. But I try to read the Visuddhi Mega also. In the Visuddhi Mega also, Mahadika also there. There is no such a statement there about the higher jhana play the important role. Because of being a higher jhana, the mega should be the same with the higher jhana. If there is no special purpose, I didn't find yet. Maybe have to find more. Have to read more books. So this way, maybe Sayadaw, his explanation is that because of it is a higher jhana. Yes, compared to first jhana, second jhana is higher. Then second jhana will play the important role in with regard to the mental concomitants that associate with the mega. So, but so as far as we understand is that the according to this commentary, the vipassana decide vipassana Sankharupa Jnana or Odhana company vipassana determines the feather of the mega. So it does not up to the Padaka Jhana or Samasita Jhana or whether having a special wish or not. It does not up to them. So this is also one more question for us to find it out whether from where Sayadaw express this idea. So let's go to the paragraph, page number 275. 275. Adhasanini. It is about the nimitta. Nimitta. Nimitta means the word object, right? Nimitta means object. Patipada, pati. So as we have a verse as a content, there the last three parts is a nimitta and patipada. Nimitta and then patipada practice and adipati. Then man then nimitta patipada ita A1 apari anga parinama wado megasa appaṇihitamūlakapaṭipadā Kodarabu kudo votati mego kudoti. The question is start with the question. Is start with the question. By that time, mega arise. So with such a change of pedas. Okay, Ingabari Nama Wado Megasa Obadakali. Kodarabu emerges, the Odhati emerges from where? Okay, and then Mega Kudo. So mega emerge. Where mega emerge? Where does the mega emerge from? Whether Godarabu in mega, because they are maybe in the mega viti. Okay, Brigama Uvajara Nuloma Godarabu in the mega. So up to the Godarabu, that is a Kama Jara Javana. And then after the Godarabu, then there is Apana Javanas there. In one thought process, there are two Javanas there. Then whether from which part, from which object cont'ed emerge, and also from which object the mega emerge. So like that is a question. Then commentator answer himself. Cont'ed dawa nimitta do votati. Pawodan chitto nasakodi. So there we have to take note that there were two words. One word is a nimitta, and then another is a pawada. So nimitta, what is a nimitta? What is a pawada? It will be better for you to see on the page number 277. You go to the page number 277, the first paragraph. Maybe if you count from the end of the paragraph, then you count 1, 2, 3, 4 line. Okay, line number 4. They are nimitandi. Rupa, Vedana, Sanya, Sankara, Vijnana, Nimitta. So Nimitta there means what? Rupa, Vedana, Sanya, Sankara, Vijnana. The five aggregate Nimitta, object. What is a Bhavadam? Bhavadam be Rupa, Vedana, Sanya, Sankara, Vijnana, Bhavadam eva. Bhavada is happening or rising on the Rupa, Vedana, Sanya, Sankara, Vijnana. So nimitta, maybe we can take an object. It may be either Rupa or Vedana, Sanya, Sankara, Vijnana, or pi aggregate, or two aggregate, or one aggregate, something like that. But the Vijnana, Bhavada may be the arising of the what? Arising of the consciousness, arising of the materiality, pi aggregate, or being born in a new existence. So, or arising of the new consciousnesses, new mentality and materiality. So that's why here, cont'ed and go back to the page number 275. Cont'ed emerge from the nimitta, but it is not able to cut off the what then I don't know how translated, how it is translated, but what may happen. So cont'ed's function is it just emerges from the nimitta object, but it is not able to cut off the rising of the aggregates, mentality, materiality. So that's why it is a goal. Ekado vokta no esa mi hi esa. He, therefore, we can say, it is a goal. Esa rivadu cont'ed. It is ekado vokthana, one-sided emerging from one side. So it emerged from one side. It means only nimitta. It emerged only from the nimitta. It does not emerge from the pawada. Mego nimitta do vokthati, pawadam be changed. Okay, for the mega does both. Okay, mega emerge from the nimitta, as well as it cuts off arising, okay, arising or happening or the nama rupa. That's why ubado vokta no hesa, ubado vokta no hi esa. That's why this emergence is from both sides. Emergence of the mega is from both sides. Then commentator continue to explain. Ayam upati deyo. So this is the way in which it happens. Yasmehi vari mega vokthana hoti. Tasme anuloma newa eka hoti. Na panchama. Okay. So by the time mega arise. Okay, but maybe we can revert to the thought process. Okay, thought process, viti. In the mega viti. In the thought process leading to the mega attainment. So there, anuloma does not happen only one time, and also does not arise 5 times. Now, anuloma niwa ega hodi na pachama. Then he explained why there is a not only one anuloma. It can asiwana na liberty. If there is only one anuloma, so anuloma means what? Yeah. Anuloma refers to Mahagusala, Kamajara, Jnana Sambhiyuta Mahagusala Chitta. One of the Jnana Sambhiyuta Mahagusala Chitta in the thought process. So if it arises only one time, if there is no asiwana means the repetition, not supported by the if there is only one as only one anuloma, it has no support by the another anuloma. So that's why asiwana is a repetition. There is no repetition for the if only one anuloma arises. Panjamam bhavangasa asanata bhavedadi panjaman. What about the 5 times? If anuloma arises 5 times, then what happens? Then after the 5 anuloma, there will be mega. Okay, mega is number 6, and then phala. Phala for the phala, no. Mostly phala arises 2 times, right? Like that. But if there mega anuloma arises 5 times, then mega 1 time, and the phala 1 time, and then it will fall into the bhavanga. Okay, bhavanga. Very close to, because it will be very close to the bhavanga. Bhavanga sa asanata panjamam bhavedadi. Okay, if anuloma takes many times, okay, Punya Jari.
So Sarah.
I saw your hand.
So Sarah.
Yes.
Can you hear me? Yeah, okay. I mean the Panjama. Panjama is Panjama means the 5th, not a 5, no?
The 5th. The 5th. The 5th. The 5th. The 5th. It means 5 times. If we say the 5th, okay, it means what? There are 5 anuloma.
Yeah, okay. It means the anuloma doesn't arise at the first time, at the first, and also not on the 5th, right?
Yeah. Anuloma does not arise only 1 time and also 5 times. Like that.
Oh, okay. Thank you, Sarah.
So if there is a 1 anuloma only, then because it was no support by the others, because it is a Kamajara Jawana. Okay, before the Kamajara Jawana, anuloma maybe only anuloma no like that 5. No Brigama Uvajara like that, no name is given like that. Only anulomas are given. Then before that, there is a what? There is a Manodara Vajana. Okay, Manodara Vajana is there. The Manodara Vajana is a Ma Kiriya Jeta. It belongs to Kiriya Jeta, right? And also, it is a functional consciousness. Okay, Manovinyana. All right, Manovinyana Dhatu. So it will not be supported for the Kusala Jawana. Okay, Kusala Jawana. So then if there is no such support, then what happens? It will not be impossible for the mega attainment. Mega to attain the mega, our Kamajara Jawana which take sankhara as an object and then contemplate on the contemplate nature dukkha anatta. It should be very much strong. Okay? It should be strong very much. So for that, if there is only one anuloma, it will be very weak, not supported by the other javanas. And also, if there are 5 times, so it means it takes time contemplating to the sankhara dhamma, and also it takes time to attain the mega to rise. Then there will be, it will fall down into the bhavanga stream. So that's why bhavangasa asanata bhavedati. Let me see. Bhavedati means a shake. Okay. Bhavedati means a shake. It will be trembling because of it very close to the bhavanga. Okay. Then that's why there is a no fight. Anuloma does not rise 5 times. Tadahi javanam patidanama hodi. Okay, at that time, tadahi javanam patidanama hodi. He here means it is a truth. Tada referring to the time. By that at that time, anuloma arises 5 times. Javana means how to say? Javana impasse. Okay. So that is Javana. Patidana Mahwati. Javana fall down. Okay? Because Javana 5 times arises and it finishes its power. So in the maybe here or somewhere. So it is like example is given like that. Is like a what? Someone who is running with a high speed. So then at the end of his road there is there is a what, a creek. So if he ran too much, then he cannot he will not be able to stop in time. Then it will fall down into the creek or river or whatever. And so also if there are many 5 javana, 5 anuloma like that, if they are javana, then it will fall down to the bhavanga. Dadahi javanam patidana mahoti tasama niva ekam hoti na panchaman. Therefore, there is no 1 day anuloma as well as no 5 day anuloma. Mahabanyasabana dwe anuloma ni bhavanti. So then how many times anuloma arises? 2 anuloma for the Mahabanya. Okay, Mahabanya, very great IQ. And then Tadiyan Godarabu. Then after the 2 die anuloma, then there will be Godarabu. Okay. Then after the Godarabu, it will be Godarabu will be followed by the Mega Chitta as a 4th. And then Tini Palani, then 3 Pala will follow. Then the door Bhavanga or Dharana, subsided. Okay, the Bhavanga stream. It means the witty thought process finished and then go to the Bhavanga, read to the Bhavanga. So if you count 3 Pala plus, okay, 2 anuloma and then 1 Godarabu, 1 mega, and then it followed by the 3 Pala. So it is a what? 7 javana there. Altogether 7 javana. So Up to the good level, it is Kamajara Javana, and then Chadu Mega and three Palas are Abana Javana. So altogether there were 7 Javana. So that is for the Mahabanya. So commentator is very in detail. So he divided Mahabanya, Majjhima Banya, and then Manda Banya. 3 types of basin. So for the Mahabanya, there will be 2 Anuloma, 1 Godaragu, 1 Mega, and 3 Pala. Altogether 7 Javana. It will be followed by the Bhavanka. Then for the Majjhima Banya, medium wisdom, medium IQ. So there will be 3 Anuloma. Okay, Tini Anuloma ni Hondi, Chadothan Godaragu, and Godaragu is the 4th one. And then Mega is the 5th one. And then Dve Phalani, 2 dying Phala. Altogether, after that, the double one got the so that is for the Majjhima Panya. So it will be better for you to write it down like that. Anuloma, Anuloma, Anuloma. Okay. Dini Nuloma, 3 Nuloma, and then Ko is a good review, and then Mega, and also 2 Phala, PH, like that. Then Bhavanga follow. Then Mega Witi. For the Majjhima Banya, then Manda Banyasa for the slow IQ. Chattari Anuloma ni Hondi. Okay. 4 Anulomas are there. Then it will be followed by the Godarabu. Okay, the 5th one is a Godarabu. And then the 6th is Mega Jeta. And then Sadaman Palan, what happened? The 7th is Phala. Okay, then it will be, there will be Bhavanga. So that way, then what he want to explain that Anuloma does not, there is a limit for the Anuloma. Anuloma cannot rise only 1 die, and also cannot rise up to the 5 die. Okay. So according to the, even according to the Pasim, for the Mahabanya, Anuloma 2 die. Majjhima Banya, Anuloma 3 die. Manda Banya, Anuloma 4 die. Then Datha Mahabanya Manda Banyana Wasena Akatidawa Majjhima Banyasa Wasena Katidaba. So here Datha means the Datha there. Datha among these basins. Okay, Mahabanya Manda Banyana by means of Mahabanya basin, and then at the highest basin and the lowest basin, without saying in terms of the 2 basin, the highest one and the lowest one. Majjhima Banyasa Wasena Katidaba, it should be said by means of medium or middle one, middle basin. Majjhima Banya, it means how many? How many Nuloma? Majjhima Banya, 3 Nuloma, and then Kodarabu, Maga, 2 Phala, then Bhavanga. So it means how Maga Jeta arise. Okay, how Maga Jeta arise. Then Yasmin Wari, Yasmin Hi Wari, Maga Wotana Hoti, Tasamain, Kiriya Heduga Manawinyana Datu, Ubekazagada Mnodara Wajana, Udua. Vipassana Gochari Kandi Aramanagadawa Bhavanga Awatiti. So, and what? Then it is in that thought process, we can say thought process leading to the mega attainment. So there arises Manodara Vajana. Okay, Manodara Vajana arise, which is a neutral feeling, and also which belong to Ahiduga Kiriya, and also which belong to Manovinyana Dhatu. So that Manodara Vajana take what? Vipassana Gochari Kandi Aramanakado. So take a Kanda, aggregates as an object. which is the object of vipassana. Okay, so having taken that vipassana as an object, bhavangan awadeti, bhavangan awadeti, bhavangan awadeti. So it means it cuts off. Okay, by taking vipassana, aggregate object or vipassana objects. So it cuts off bhavanga stream. Bhavanga awadeti may cause to rotate. Make it something rotate. Make something goes round. So it means what grammatically, grammatically we have to translate like that. Awadeti, maybe. It is something, maybe if you go to the shopping mall, maybe there are at the entrance there is like this. If you go enter into there, you have to push, and then another thing, another maybe another 4 bus, another 3 bus will follow you like that. So mostly Bhavanga stream is going, and then at other time a meditator take a vipassana object or vipassana object in the meditator mind. So then with the manodara vajana, it takes, okay, mind or abiding consciousness, it takes that vipassana object. At that time, the bhavanga stream or the current of bhavanga roll back, okay, roll back. So it means what? Vipassana, manodara vajana cuts off the bhavanga stream, we can simply say. So dadanandaram, after that, tam anandaram, without any interruption. So just after that, te newa awajane na kahita khande kahitawa. Okay, having taken the khanda that has been taken as an object by the awajana, manodara awajana, pataman javanam anuloma jnanam obajati. Okay, anuloma jnana, first anuloma jnana arises. So we can simply say first javana arises. So because it is anuloma jnana, it belongs to anuloma jnana, that's why it may be given as anuloma. But in normally, commonly, we give the name of the word parikama. But here, according to this commentary, there in this context, is giving the name as a anuloma jnana. And desu khandesu anicca diva dukkha diva anatta diva pavattitva olarikam satya padicharaka dhamma vinoditva tini lakhanani binyo pagatani katava nirojati. Then that refers to this anuloma jnana. So this anuloma jnana contemplate, okay, contemplate as anicca, dukkha, anatta on the khanda aggregates, whatever the object of the vipassana. So by taking like this, what do you do? We know ditva, having removed what? Dhamma means darkness. The darkness that the kava, padicharaka, satya. Okay? The darkness which covers the truth. Okay? That darkness may be olarika, grossa and grossa. Okay, grossa and grossa of darkness. So that that covers the truth, the reality. And then having removed like that, tini lakhanani binyo pagadani katava nirojati. nirojati. Bhagadanikadwa, making obvious. Binyo, more and more. What? Make obvious. Make Anuloma Jnana makes 3 characteristics more and more obvious. Okay, and then it dissolves. Okay, it dissolves. So the function of Anuloma Jnana is what? To dispel the darkness, and also to make more 3 characteristics more and more clear. Okay, Onyajari. Yeah.
So Sarah, like we say orarigan, or like bio, such a type of words. Is the commentator, they like to write this type of words, like a repetition?
Because it is olarigan, and bayo, maybe. We use a repetition. The purpose of using repetition we have to consider, right? Why he have to use? Because it wants to, commentator want to show the condition over there, or the processing in this process, how it is happening. Okay. So olarigan, Dhamma, we noted the word. So something which is maybe grosser and grosser, it will be able to remove something which is grosser and grosser. So if we say Anuloma Jnana remove only darkness, which gross darkness, okay, gross darkness which covers the truth or reality, it may not be what? There is no stress, okay, no emphasis is given there, and also it will not be clear or obvious for the readers how it is happening. Okay, the function of the Anuloma Jnana will not be clear. So I think for that purpose, he used a repetition, benyo, and olariga, like that. So they have a purpose. Okay, yes. So,
okay, thank you, Sarah.
Yeah. And then Tadanandana Obejadi Dudi Anuloma. So just after that, first Anuloma Jnana, or we can say Nuk, then there arises second Anuloma Jnana. Tesu Purima Anasiwana. Okay, among these, now we have a two Anuloma. So among the 2 Anuloma, the first one has a no support. Okay. First one does not have any support from the previous one. That is, simply say there is a no repetition, anasiwana. Dudiyasa Purima Asiwana Hoti. So the second Anuloma is supportive for the, it became a supportive for the first Anuloma is supportive for the second Anuloma. Get the support for the first Anuloma. Tambi Lada Sewanada. So this and second Anuloma, because it was supported by the repetition. Okay, repetition. Taken Suram Basana Hodo, having sharp, like it became sharper, Sura, brave, and then Basana, brighter, Hodoa. So it was, because it was supported by the first Nuloma, it became sharper and more brave, and also brighter than the first one. Dasamayiwa Aramani, taking the same object, Diniwa Agarina, with the same manner, it means anicca, dukkha, anatta. So the mena is the same, the object also the same. But what they do are happening. Majjhima pamana. Okay. Majjhima pamana, the size, medium size. Satya padicharaka dhamma vinoditwa have been removed. The medium size darkness, darkness that covers the truth or reality. Tini lakanani benyo bhagadani katawa nirochati. Because here commentator want to highlight that because second anuloma get is supported from the first anuloma, that's why it will be brighter and sharper, and then that's why it will make three characteristics of the Dhamma, Khanda, Sankhara Dhamma is more clear, and then the first anuloma. And also it dispels the not the gross darkness or the defilements, but also what Majjhima pamana, medium size, more subtle level, trying to penetrate into the more subtle level. And then tassa tadanandara upajati tadiyanuloma, then it will be followed by the tat anuloma yana. Tassa dudiyan asivana hoti. So the tat anuloma will be supported by the second anuloma by means of repetition. Tambi ladda sevanata tekan suram pasana hodwa tasami yevaramani kinivakarina bhavatidwa tadawa says because it will be sharper than ever before, brighter than ever before. Then taking the same object and contemplating on in the same manner, then it will remove the remaining, the dawasis, again the remaining, and awasis, the remaining darkness, which is very subtle, anu sahagatam, okay, anu sahagatam, with the subtlety. Something arise with the subtlety, such that is the darkness, covered the truth. Nidawasi sankatawa, without leaving any remaining. Tini lakanani benyo bhagadani katawa nirojati. Okay. Then the third anuloma is more powerful. Then it will make it more clear. It will more clear about the three characteristics, and also it dispels with the darkness, even to the very subtle level. Then it ceases to exist. Then evan dihi anulomehi sajja padipādaka dhamme vinoditi tadanandaran obajati kottarabuññāna nibbāna aramana kurumana. Then you have to pay attention that this is for the Majjhima, okay, Majjhima Paññā Pasen. Then there arise three anuloma. Okay, with the three anuloma, darkness is dispelled, and also the three characteristics of the Dhammas are made more clear. Okay, then what we can understand is that the object of this anuloma. So all the three anuloma takes sankhara, okay, sankhara as an object, sankhara dhammas as object. So high aggregate, we can simply say they belong to sankhara. So that, and then after that, there arises a kottarabuññāna. Okay, kottarabuññāna. But the kottarabuññāna takes nibbānam aramanam kurumana, taking nibbāna object, kottarabuññāna arises. Okay. Then, so this is the way in which a commentator trying to illustrate, illustrate how Mega Jnana arise. And then before the Mega Jnana, there is a Kuttaraku. Then prior to Kuttaraku, there arise Anuloma Jnana. Anuloma. So this Anuloma, maybe for them very quick, very high wisdom. Then there will be only 2 for the medium, 3 Anuloma for the slow. And there will be how many? There will be 4 for the Mandapanya. There will be 4 Anuloma like that. All the 4 Anuloma, 2 or 3 or 4, they take what? Sankhara as an object. Their function is that they contemplate on the Sankhara as anicca, dukkha, anatta. So gradually, because it was supported by the repetition condition, asivana pajaya, and the power of the Anuloma Jnana will be brighter and brighter. Then finally, it is too bright. It's very clear. That's why after the Anuloma Kuttaraku Jnana, right? That Kuttaraku Jnana takes a Nibbana object. Okay. Then it will be it is followed by the exam. It was illustrated by the similes in the following. Yes.
Yeah, may I have like 2 questions? So the first one is the word Majjhimappamānaṃ. How should we divide that word? Is it Majjhima Appamānaṃ or Majjhima Pamānaṃ?
Pamana. Pamana means a level or measure or size.
So it's Majjhima Pamana.
Yeah.
So it's not Majjhima Appamāna.
No.
I see. Okay. And then the next one is, I hope that the commentator are going to explain about the what he's dividing into the 3 categories here, because based on what I have learned so far, then we have only 2 types of people, Dekha and then Manda. But here he divided into 3, and then for the 3rd case, and there is only 1 Phala Chitta. So I hope that he's going to explain about that case later. So
because he will not explain. Because then that's why he say what at the end of it, the first paragraph on the page number 275, he say Tata Mahabanya Mandabanyana Wasena Architecture. Without saying, by means of the Mahabanya and Mandabanya, he will say only what? Majjhima Banya Wasena, by means of Majjhima Banya.
So do we have any information like in Tika or any other Nisaya explaining the last case? Because I mean, what we've been taught so far, we don't mention the last case.
Yeah. That's why if you study the Maitreya Padatika Sayadaw also here, in that case, I will read for his explanation. So the method, now for Anuloma method, right? For Anuloma method, is mentioned here because it appears in the ancient commentaries. And so that is set in the Attasalini Yojana. There is another book. Her name is Yojana. Okay, Yojana is written in Pali, Pali to Pali. Okay, like Atthakatha. After the Atthakatha, Tika, and then Yojana, Anu, something like that. So Attasalini Yojana, they are mentioned. In that book, it is mentioned that because this method is not the Buddhaghosa's own method. It is an Asian tradition. it appears in the Asian commentaries. That's why it is mentioned here. So, and also this method is not the method desired by the Venerable Buddha Kosa. So Venerable Buddha Kosa himself also don't like. Therefore, Sayadaw mentioned here in the Visuddhimagga. So the idea of a four-time anuloma is prohibited. So in the Visuddhimagga, I think Godabu Jnana, after the Sankharupaka Jnana, let me see where. So if you see Visuddhimagga, volume 2, page number 315, about the Sotapanna Bogala. So they are mentioning Keji Bana Yasa Jadari Nulomani. Okay. So for the Mr. Ryan, there you can get your information. Visuddhimagga Pali,
Yes, thank you. Yeah.
Page number 315. Okay, Atagata, maybe second last paragraph. Keji Bana Yasa Jadari Nulomani. So some people said there are four Nuloma. Tasa Banjaman Godarabu, so the fifth is Godarabu, and then the sixth is a Mega, and then one Palajida, it is said. Tambana Yasama Jadodham Banjaman Abedi. Na Dadobaram Asana Bowenga Dadi Padekeda. Tambana Padekeda. It should be rejected. Okay. Tasama na sara do bajidabam. Therefore, it should not be looked at as essence. Okay. Venerable Buddha Kosa himself rejected. Okay, on that way. That idea.
I see. But then Sayadaw, so did he give any reason why it is rejected, Sayadaw?
Bhavangado asanada, they are mentioned. Bhavangado Tato Paran what? Tambana Yasama Jadotam Banjamawa Abedi. Again. Tato, not Tato Paran. Okay, not Tato Paran. Asana Bhavangada. So the problem is, as I told you, if they're too close to the Bhavanga, it will fall down to the Bhavanga without if there are many Nuloma, many Javanas, okay, nearly seven Javana already. So that's why it is a shaking, trembling, and in that commentary also here. But wait, they are mentioned.
Yeah, but then Sayadaw, so if we take the jhana appana viti, then in the jhana appana viti, we also have 3 or 4 Kama Vajra Javana, and then we have only 1 jhana, chitta.
Yeah.
1 jhana, javana, and that's fine. So why can't we have like 5 anuloma? I mean 4 anuloma, and we have Gotrabu, we have Magga Pala. I mean, that's fine. I don't see any problem with that. Because in the jhana appana, we also have that problem. Just 1 jhana chitta.
1 jhana, and then what?
And then it falls into bhavanga, so it's just no problem.
1 jhana fall into, after that, let me see, Abhana Javana Vada, where is it? Let me see. So if there is a 3 or 4 time Brigama Uvajara Nuloma, Kudrabu, like that, right? Brikama Upajara Anuloma Kudrabu, then there will be one apana javana. Okay, and then if there are only 3 without Brikama, there will be the fourth, that is apana javana. So then apana javana is only one time, right? For the jhana.
Yes.
And arise only one time. Because they are the then you Badatika, Manuvajanaga Pivansa, page number 250. There is some explanation about the why there are only 4 or 5 times. That mostly Javana have been 7 times, right? Bodhika Majara Javana have been 7 times. Sadekado. 6 or 7 times. But for the Abhana Javana, not like a 6 or 7 times. Here, why 4 or 5 times are there? And also, and why there is a no 3 times? The explanation is that so if there is how to say, on the page number 250, there is that it is Boanga is like a creek. So maybe creek is there, and if you run too much, if you run with a high speed, and then you will fall down suddenly, so you will not be able to stop in time. So that's why for the Abhana Javana, they don't arise maybe up to the 6 or 7 times, like that. That is one for the why not 6 or 7 times? Then why not the 3 times? 3 time Abhana Javana. Okay. And Abhana Javana, whether it is a mega or jhana or phala, so arise only when it is supported by the Kodrabu. Okay. And then the previous one, the one which is the preceding one, the one which is preceding to the Kodrabu is Anuloma. That Anuloma also should be supported by the another the same Javana, Asivana. And then here mentioned Kodrabu Anuloma Javana also weak if it is not supported by the repetition condition. And Kodrabu, it will not be able to support even Kodrabu to arise. So therefore, Anuloma, Kodrabu, Jhana. So the point here explanation is that answer for the why not there is only Anuloma Kodrabu Jhana or Anuloma Kodrabu Mega. No, not only 3 is it possible or not. They are thinking the answer is not possible because of jhana or mega phala arise with the support of a Kodrabu jhana. to arise a good Rabu also, it should be supported by the Anuloma Jnana. Anuloma. That Anuloma, if it is weak, then it will not be productive for the good Rabu to arise. So that's why there is no three-time jhana, three-time appaṇihitamūlakapaṭipadā, only three. But here, 6 or 7 times, the answer is 6 or 7 times. It's also not possible because it is too close to the bhavanga like that.
Yeah, so I guess also the question, I guess, is why in the Magga Appana Viti, Phala cannot arise once, because in fact we can there is another instance where Phala can arise once in the Nirodha Samapatti. So when the person that Arya emerges from Nirodha Samapatti, then there is only one Phalajit that arises, and then it falls into Bhavanga right after that. So in that case, Phala arises only once.
Then that way we explained that, and then in case of the Phalajita, then why Phalajita should be arise for 2 times?
Yes,
right?
Yes.
I think in the following pages there is about the Phala.
Okay, yeah, then that's yeah. Hopefully we have an explanation on that. Yeah.
God, and write it down there. So unlike jhana viti, in which one jhana only. So why not the Phala? It has to be 2 or 3.
So Sayadaw?
Yes.
Like in the Visuddhimagga, that part, you mentioned that the Gejibana, that one. So that means Venerable Buddha Gosa didn't accept that idea, right?
Yeah.
So, but in the Dhammasaṅgaṇī part, when he explained, he didn't mention he don't like that idea. He reject that idea. So, but from my understanding, it is maybe because you see, Venerable Buddha Gosa first he wrote the Visuddhimagga, but he wrote the Dhammasaṅgaṇī later on. Maybe later on he found some materials, or maybe that is acceptable, or so that's why he didn't say, "Oh, I don't like that idea."
Maybe that is that's also possible. Possible to think. So which one he write first?
Visuddhimagga he wrote first.
So mostly it is like that.
Sure, because you see in the Dhammasaṅgaṇī sometimes I found please refer to the Visuddhimagga in the Visuddhimagga explainable. That means the Visuddhimagga finished first. And also according to the Bani literature, it also mentioned that the first work of the Venerable Buddha Gosa is the Visuddhimagga.
Because we have many references in internal evidence, right? And we have many internal evidence. For example, in the case of the Brahma Vihara, right? In the case of the Brahma Vihara, page number Rubhavajara. So then he explained. More so on the page number 240 and 241, then there some of the part he pick up from the Visuddhimagga. Okay. So these are internal evidence that that indicate that Visuddhimagga is earlier, is it right? And then Atta Salini is later. Then some of the part you see, well, yesterday I read a Visuddhimagga. So this contest. about the Tatraya Anubhavikata. So there are some in the Visuddhimagga there are some omitted, some parts are omitted, but in the Attasalini these parts are included. So there are also such differences. But in the footnote of the Visuddhimagga, in that condition, refer to the Attasalini. So then it means that the Visuddhi, you can look at in the Attasalini. So in this context. So one way or another, it is related to one another. But here, in the case of Attasalini, and as he explained that Asian traditions, mostly he kept Asian tradition, which is noteworthy and also has a meaningful, which is meaningful for the Abhidhamma study. Then he just keep it as possible. But in the Visuddhimagga, as you see, Visuddhimagga is his own contribution. He write by himself. That's why over there he is very free to say what he wants. Okay, very free. And then he said, "Appaṇihitamūlakapaṭipadā, it should be rejected," something like that. He said very bravely over there. So very many things to do for us to study. And then it means that the more we dig, then the more interesting point will appear there.
Yes,
So thank you so much for discussion, listening. Buddha Sasana, Jiran Ditadu, Buddha Sasana, Jiran Ditadu, Buddha Sasana, Jiran Ditadu, Sadhu, Sadhu, Sadhu.
Thank you so much, Sayadaw.
Thank you, Sayadaw.
Welcome. Good night. Good
Good
morning.
night.